You have a choice. You don't have to do it. You know what I'm talking about. Overstriding. If you've been following me for a bit, even more than 3 weeks, you know tons about overstriding. I did a whole running form clinic, 3 weeks, all about the most common running form faults. Overstriding was number one, a whole week devoted to it. But since then, we've had about 4,000 people join. That's a lot of new faces. That's a lot of people that may be overstriding and they don't even know it. So I want to talk again about what it is, how do you know if you're doing it, and how to correct it. So first, what does it look like while we're running? I'm going to let it play through. So some key characteristics. Over here, you notice that my leg is straighter and stiffer, meaning straighter. And here I'm landing already on the ground closer to underneath my body. I'm gonna have actually visualize what is our center of mass. And when we say landing too far out in front, what does that mean? And when we say try to land as close to underneath your center of mass, what does that mean? I'm gonna visualize that. Let's go over what I call the decision point. We can agree that both of these images, this is me falling forward. What of me is going to land too far out in front of my body to slow me down or to stop me and prevent me from falling? And one, I'm going to land closer to underneath my body. This is where we have a choice. What I want to demonstrate, what does that look like, what our center of mass? So this isn't a perfect representation, but this is a free model where I am tying a weight to my belt line. This represents where my center of mass is. Watch what happens as I lean forward, as I take a step like with running. When I land in front of that, notice how my knee is straighter, and notice how it slows me down, it stops me. Versus landing as close to that as possible, my momentum keeps going, I keep falling. We'll see that layer on top of each other. Why does our body do that? Why does this happen? It's a learned skill. To be able to have a controlled fall and land underneath you, that is a learned skill. We do it because your body doesn't want to fall flat on your face. By landing here, we'll watch it with the full body, it stops me, it slows me down. So let's see what that looks like. Same with this part of running. When I land like that, it literally stops me. Landing here, free energy. My momentum keeps going forward. I call that frenergy, free energy. That is going to be rocket you forward. You're not producing that. And that helps to prevent you from bounding. So we see how a lot of these tie in together. Overstriding, bounding, a lot of times people are doing